Up next is a singer-songwriter who has won 4 Grammy Awards in her incredible career, has sold, are you ready for this, 27 million albums. Pieces of You, which came out 20 years ago in 1995, 15 times platinum for her, and got a brand new album. As fans, you're going to love it. It'll be out on September the 11th, so just days away. Picking up the pieces, plus her memoir, Never Broken, is available September 15th, and you can pre-order both the album as well as the book on her website. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Jewel on the Tuesday Night Opera.
How are y'all tonight? It's sure a pleasure to be back here. Check, check. From Alaska, some of you guys might know. My family settled up there. They came from Switzerland. They were living in Germany just before the Second World War. And my grandmother decided that she wanted to leave there and try and find a more peaceful place to live. And there was a group of artists, and they all wanted to leave. And so they heard that Alaska, which was still a territory, not a state yet, they heard that they were giving away land to anybody that was willing to live it through a winter up there. So they decided to homestead, and they sent a scout up ahead named Jewel. And it took him 2 years. He stowed away on a ship and hiked over the Harding Glacial ice field with a ladder on his back. And he'd lay the ladder over these crevices in the ice and walk across it and pick the ladder back up and keep going. It took him about 2 years, but he did find a really beautiful, about 300 acres in a town called Homer, Alaska. And he sent word back to everybody in Europe saying that they could come up. But at that time, the war had just started to break out, and nobody could get visas. But my grandmother luckily had a visa. And so she decided to leave her family and leave electricity and modern conveniences and marry a man that she hardly knew and move up to Alaska and homestead. And so she got off the boat, and he handed her flowers. And she had 8 children in a dirt-floored log cabin up there, and taught them all how to sing. She was an aspiring opera singer, and she gave up that dream as well to move up to Alaska and have her kids in that free country. All of her kids sang beautifully. My aunts and uncles are all wonderful singers and wonderful artists. But my dad sort of picked up where she had left off, and he made several records. And I had dreams of coming down here to Nashville and making a record and going national. But my mom left us when I was 8, and so he moved us back to the homestead. So I was raised in a saddle barn next to where my dad grew up. And we had an outhouse, and we only ate what we could kill or can. And he passed music on to me and my brothers. Those were sort of, we didn't have antiques or heirlooms in our family, but we had music. And so he passed song on to me, and I guess I sort of picked up where he left off. And I got to become successful. And my grandmother got to live to see me make it big. And she took me aside with tears in her eyes and said it was worth it to give up her dreams to see them come true for me, which is such an amazing sacrifice. So, yeah, thank you. So I wrote this for my grandmother and for my father because they both gave so much to me, and I'm so grateful. This is called My Father's Daughter, and it'll be on my new record.
She stepped off of the boat to see flowers in his hand. The man she would marry was as hard as the mountains. She had his children in a log cabin. Soon I'd be another star in this family's constellation, in the land of the midnight sun, searching for gold. I am my father's daughter. He has his mother's eyes. I am the product of her sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and the stories live in me like holy water. I am my father's daughter. My daddy raised me in a log cabin, and he sang for me the songs his mother sang for him, and honky-tonks and empty bars, just me and him and that old guitar. He passed on a legacy wrapped up in melody. I carry on. storm, searching for gold. I am my father's daughter, and I have his eyes. I am the product of his sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and their stories live in me like holy water. I am my father's daughter, and every time I step on stage and the music finds me, I don't need gold to remind me I am my father's daughter, and I have my grandma's eyes. I am the product of such sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and their stories live in me like holy water. I am my father's daughter. Oh, I am my father's daughter. Thank you. Does anybody have a pick I could borrow by chance? Do you keep a pick in your pocket, good sir? No? Not really. Does anybody have a pick in the audience I could borrow? No? Anybody over there? Thank you. You'd think I would prepare for these things, but oh, thank you. Thank you. If you'd turn the guitar down in my ears just a little bit, I'd appreciate it. You could turn my guitar down just a little more. Thank you. It's called Everything Breaks. Under the shadows, forbidden and hot, desire grows more often than not. Sorry is a stupid word. It's a stupid thing to say, especially considering it's not like I planned it this way. But I'm sorry is all that there is left of me. I'm so sorry this love made me hollow and left you empty. And maybe I could have loved you better. Maybe you should have loved me more. Maybe our hearts were just next in line. Maybe everything breaks sometimes. Everything breaks sometime. It's hard to believe it's boiled down to this, and it won't all be just healed by a kiss. It's hard to stare at you, knowing you like I have. We used to feel so close, now we feel so bad. Your arms were once the safest harbor, but now they offer no shelter from the storm. Maybe I could have loved you better. Maybe you should love me more. Maybe our hearts were just next to night. Maybe everything breaks sometimes. So sorry. I guess everything breaks
I'd like to do one more for you, and thank you guys again for coming out, and thank you guys for having me. This is a brand new song, I just wrote it.
Simplicity does not come easy when you're bleeding your inner self, and grace, you see, is fleeting when you're being someone else. Have mercy on me, please. Have mercy, I'm on my knees. I'm being broken again and again, and I'll keep being broken until I remain open. When you're locked away, fighting shadows, a constant battle, trying to feel safe when your own armor is killing you, 'cause it's causing you to sink beneath its weight. Call for mercy, won't you please? Call for mercy, get on your knees. You're being broken again and again. You keep being broken until you remain open. So feel the pain, give into it, just cry till you crack. That's how the light gets in. Set your weapons on the ground until you're naked and trembling now. And when you think you can't stand anymore, give mercy to someone in need. until we remain okay. I have broken wide open. Let yourself be broken wide open. I have broken open.
That is Jewel on the Tuesday Night Opry. Isn't she special? My, oh my. Great to see you again. Picking up the pieces. It'll be out September 11th. Just a few days away. September 15th. Her new book, Never Broken.